Hey folks, Eric the Maker GM here with my summary of my comparison side by side of the Fine Molds and Bandai 1/72nd scale Millennium Falcons. Now, obviously these two kits are not really comparable. The Millennium Falcon that Fine Molds did is more of a generic YT-1300 transport, and it was a $200 kit, or roughly $200. The Bandai kit is a $400 kit, and it is specifically the Millennium Falcon, right down to the battle damage that the Falcon has molded in. So they're really, they're the same subject, but they're really different kits. Now, I haven't built them yet, so I can't talk to the geometry and how correct they got the geometry of the bulge of the disc. And I know there's a lot of people who argue about, oh, the mandibles aren't toed in enough or whatever, but really, I don't care about the mandibles being slightly toed in or whatever. The Millennium Falcon was not one model. If you look at different shots in the movies, the exterior detail is different from one to the next. It's not, it was designed to give a feel of something as you were watching, not to stand up to really, really close scrutiny. So I think a lot of arguments about what is accurate versus inaccurate, a lot of it's really academic, and a lot of it comes down to which model are you talking about, because there were multiple models that were used for shooting. So when I look at YT-1300, I look at what does, when you look at it and go, yeah, that's the Millennium Falcon or a ship very much like it. Or do you look at it and go, someone made a knockoff of Millennium Falcon? And I think both of these kits are very convincing as YT-1300. So, overall quality, when it comes to the level of detail and the quality of the molding and the way that the kit was laid out and engineered, I think the Bandai kit is a better kit just from looking over the parts and that kind of thing. And my experience with Bandai does really, really good engineering on their model kits. But I think I might like the Fine Molds Falcon better because it gives me more opportunity to do some kind of customization of my own. It gives me more opportunity to build a YT-1300 that is not the Millennium Falcon. I used to play the online game Star Wars Galaxies, and I had a character in that game named Hosh Theona. I've also played a role-playing game, some of the Star Wars role-playing games, and I've played Hosh as an NPC, and I think I'd like to make Hosh's YT-1300, which is not going to be the same as Han Solo's. So the Bandai kit's not a good option for that. The Fine Molds one is, and obviously the cheaper kits would work for that as well, because less concerned about detail. But I think both are really good kits, and I think your selection of which one you like better is really going to depend on your budget and what you ultimately want to do.